For $10 million, you can buy the most expensive chess set in history, but for $1, you can buy this foldable chessboard off of Amazon that comes with cheap plastic checkers pieces. You either have to use rocks or pretend your checkers pieces are chess pieces and play by memory. I mean, hey, if Magnus can do it, why can't you? In this video, we will be looking at the cheapest chess sets starting from $30 all the way up to $10 million. I mean, if you have the money, why not? We will also be looking at the $500 chess set, the $1,000 chess set, the $500,000 chess set, $1 million, $3 million, and the $5 million chess set, ending up with the $10 million chess set. We've already went over the fact that with $1 you can barely buy a board and some checkers pieces, but for $30 you can buy a pretty nice everyday home-use chessboard that comes with every piece you need to start learning the game and enjoy some chess with your friends at home. The pieces will definitely not be made with the highest wood quality, and they are mass-produced for the average player. However, moving on from the $30 chess set, we go into the official chess set used by FIDE in tournaments. This one costs $500 per set. These chess sets are hand-carved from the finest wood trunks. Much of the value of a high-quality chess set comes down to how well just one piece is made. There are less than 10 people in the whole world that can carve a knight that is used in official tournaments. The factory produces only 250 chess sets each year, and the artists train over 4 to 5 years in order to learn how to shape each figure. Trunks of wood are brought in, dried, and then cut into small blocks in order to be put on a rotating machine. And then, each piece is hand-carved carefully, taking into consideration the exact measurements needed for each piece, and also making sure that each piece is identical and a copy of its sister. Any small mistake in the carving will lead to the loss of a piece and having to start again. Each carving is intentional, from the hair on the knight's tail to the curve of its neck, and it must be completely symmetrical. But it's just as important that all 4 knights in the set look totally uniform, otherwise the set altogether won't be nearly as valuable. It is no wonder that these chess sets cost $500. But a simple change can turn this $500 chess set into a $1,000 chess set. And that change is the addition of an electronic coil, making it possible to track and broadcast each player's moves on the screen in tournaments. This chess set is known as the Sultan design, and is the only one allowed in international competitions today. Jumping from the $1,000, we have this beautiful $500,000 chess set, the Royal Diamond set. This is the 7th most expensive chess set ever sold worldwide. The Royal Diamond chess set stands as the pinnacle of luxury and extravagance. It has been created by renowned French artist Bernard Maquin, and a total of 30 jewelers spent over 4,500 hours creating the royal collection, all handmade. They used approximately 9,900 black and white diamonds, 1,168 grams of 14-karat white gold, and 186 grams of silver. Each intricately designed piece is a masterpiece in its own right, meticulously crafted to showcase the brilliance and sparkle of the finest diamonds. But this is nothing compared to the $10 million chess set that we will look at later in this video. But first, we have this $1 million chess set called the Battle of Issus. This is the 4th most expensive chess set ever sold in the world. The Battle of Issus chess set brings to life one of the history's most iconic conflicts, allowing players to immerse themselves in the epic clash of empires. Inspired by the historic Battle of Issus between Alexander the Great and Darius III of Persia, this chess set transports players to a pivotal moment in ancient warfare, providing not only a high-quality touch, material, and feel to the game, but an eye feast to both players using the pieces. Each crafted piece represents key figures from the battlefield, making you feel as if you're the leader of your troops in a grueling battle. This extraordinary chess set is the only one of its kind. Crafted by the hand of a master jeweler, the exquisite quality of its manufacturer is showcased in each and every detail. Every 14-karat gold game piece is different, encrusted with semi-precious stones and brightly hued enamel. What was once one of the most important battles of the ancient world is beautifully retold here through pieces representing gods and goddesses. The kings are represented by Alexander the Great and King Darius III. At Alexander's queen's side is Queen Athena, the Greek goddess of war and wisdom, while the winged Persian god of war stands as Darius's queen piece. Warships sailing over waves and massive elephants take the places of bishops, while the castles have been transformed into the column temples of ancient Greece and the impressive Persepolis. Horsemen and footmen face off as well, each with their own sword, javelin, or bow. Not a single detail has been overlooked, from the laces of the soldiers' boots to the tiny feathered arrows in their quivers. But that's not all. Even though the pieces are incredibly detailed in their shapes, they are also mechanical and can move. Each figure stands on a solid pink rhodonite or green malachite base that, when twisted, triggers a different movement in each individual piece. Through the simple movement, Alexander lowers his sword, archers tense their bows, and horses shake their manes, which makes the whole board come to life. A product of over 14,000 man-hours over the course of a decade, This sensational chess set is perhaps the most complex and extravagant ever created, and well worth the $1 million price tag. But now at $3 million, we have this beautiful piece of art called Game of Kings set. It takes 2 years to craft, weighs more than a ton, and contains more than 110 pounds of silver. Inspired by the ancient Aztec and Mayan civilizations, this work of art has been exhibited for a number of years at museums and gallery exhibitions. The silver finishing was completed by the renowned Carlos and Albert studio in Mexico. This piece of art took 2 years of manual labor by renowned artists from around the world. The artist and graphic designer for this magnificent chess set is from Russia, but the obsidian carving itself was done by top craftsmen from Mexico. The kings and queens are made of black and red obsidian and finished with silver and gold vermeil. The bishops are hunters, the knights are jaguars, the rook modeled after Tlaloc, the Aztec rain god, and since the Aztecs were known for being very skilled with the bow and arrow, the pawns are archers. Nearly 10 tons of obsidian was used to carve ornate pieces and create the stunning chess table. But even though this chess set is a work of art, this next one is labeled as the Bugatti of chess sets. Valued at a whopping $5 million, it is called the Pearl Royale chess set. This set was designed and created by Australian jewelry maker Colin Byrne. Byrne said that he creates genuine alchemy by turning natural objects into gold with a secretive forming process he invented. As a young child, Byrne regularly played chess with his cousins, so his parents gave him a beautiful Staunton chess set which he really loved. Thinking back on those fun times, Byrne found himself drawn to the idea of creating the most beautiful chess set in the world. He finally decided to start his project in 2008. He was already engaged in creative work with unmatched South Sea pearls, so naturally, they became the inspiration. It was also important to Byrne for the design to be inspired by the Staunton 1849 set. Byrne wanted the beautiful set to fit a royal standard. That is why the world's most beautiful diamonds and rich blue sapphires sit upon the king and queen. Colin Byrne's dream has come true after creating the Pearl Royale chess set, one of the world's finest chess sets ever, crafted in solid 18-karat white gold and over 510 carats of GIA certified diamonds. The heads are made of South Sea pearls and the king and queen are accented with AAA Ceylon blue sapphires. This chess set is definitely one that screams $5 million. But if you take that number and double it, we get to our final and most expensive chess set ever, valued at $9.8 million, the Jewel Royale set. This set is the most expensive and the rarest chess set ever sold in the world. This extraordinary creation represents the epitome of luxury chess sets, captivating the attention of enthusiasts and collectors around the world. Crafted with incredible attention to detail, each piece of this set is covered with an array of stunning gemstones. Instead of the traditional black and white pieces, this exclusive set uses yellow and platinum gold. The pieces are also covered with sapphires, emeralds, rubies, diamonds, and both black and white pearls. The king piece is made of 165 grams of 18-karat yellow gold and is embellished with 73 rubies and 146 diamonds. It's worth more than $140,000 alone. The knights, rooks, bishops, and pawns are also all covered with sapphires, yellow gold, rubies, and emeralds, making this the most expensive chess set in history. But you know something that is not that expensive and is actually free? The subscribe button, so why don't you go ahead and click it? Thank you for watching.